Hello. So somebody commented and asked if I could channel through bear consciousness if I was so inclined, and it turns out that I am so inclined. So, bears is kind of a general thing, so I think I want to narrow it down by species of bear, like subtype. I don't know the exact word. I'm gonna go with the polar bear for this video because that's the energy that seems to want to come through right now and is definitely on a lot of people's minds in terms of the future of these species and things like that. So if I can touch on that a little bit as respectfully as possible, I will probably do that, as well as just kind of some general advice and what they can teach us about living and being in coexistence with the planet, because it seems that every animal is able to do that right now except for us. So whatever they're doing, I think we should really pay attention to that. Anyway, so this might be a little bit heavy. I know that my lighting is not the best and all of that, so I apologize. And I will try to get better quality videos out there, but hopefully the message comes through. That noise is my dog, by the way. We are not in judgment at this time, though it is difficult to talk to you. Much of our energy is being focused simply on staying alive. And yes, while this is the issue for every animal, we seem to have come to a point where our environment no longer supports us, and this is a very scary thing because our experience of survival is something that has been passed down to us after every generation. Also, it is embedded within our genetic framework and makes us who we are as individuals. And so our options here are either to gracefully leave this planet fighting till the very last breath, or somehow finding a different environment. However, moving the entire population, which is so ingrained, into a base frequency is less likely to happen, though the future is never a definite obstacle. We collectively have not fully decided yet where this is headed for. There are factors that have not been fully blueprinted, and until those factors are in place, we are having a harder time making a decision. We are being very patient as much as we possibly can, though yes, we have been suffering from a fear of the death of our loved ones and who we are as individuals, and the place that we have held on this planet for thousands of years, and the history of the species is of utmost importance to our spiritual collective at this time. We are connected to an extraterrestrial consciousness which inhabits the bodies of polar bears, if you will. The human experience is quite different, though to tap into that subject, you would need to have a higher knowledge than you do at this time. Therefore, I will not share that unless it is expressed explicitly that this topic should be talked about, in which case we are a very good animal to discuss at the time being. For we are truly on a veil between our earth personalities and our outer earth personalities, as the thread of our fate if you will, is stretched between these two worlds, making them visible while they are both happening, and creating a paradoxical situation in which we must decide where to be, though we are everywhere and we understand this. I am trying to put it into terms for you to understand as a human being. Everyone worrying about us does not help us, other than to get the message out. However, what will help us is prayer. And if you want us to stay here, it will be easier for us to figure this out. When we feel unappreciated by the planet and are very scared at this time, it becomes difficult for us mentally. All animals have a psychological component and feel emotions, though many humans do not recognize this fully. We do, and so we are very connected to everything as we are connected to you. There isn't a word but the feeling for when you're about to cry, but you do not and cannot because you must be strong is how we feel almost all of the time. And while we have great clarity of emotional depth and realism within this planet, and our feet are now touching the earth in ways that we never thought that we could, and perhaps this is what is destined for us, we accept it fully. We accept it fully at the end of the day. It is a chaotic space. However, we are doing the best that we can. I appreciate the person who wanted this video to be to fruition. I fully expect that many other teachers will be willing to collaborate on this project with you at this time. Please do not abandon us in your hearts. We are a part of this earth as well. Do not blame yourselves, for this was destined to happen. However, send love and attention and focus, and perhaps people who might be able to assist if the bears were willing to have this experience. It is a delicate situation. It is one that there is not answers for at this time, and there may not be. It will simply unfold. While we are still on this planet breathing, there was one more thing in particular I would like to express through this channel at this time, and that is that you are the earth. In every molecule, in every atom, in every breath, there is nothing wrong with you. Everything is good. Everything is fine. And when you find yourself in times of inner hardship, please remember these words. Please receive our kindness and our gentle love and appreciation for this planet. Thank you. Oh. Okay. That was a lot for me. This is a really unique experience. And instead of putting too much of my own words out there, I'm just gonna let that resonate. So, peace. Thank you for listening.